So my wife has me watching Love is Blind. Honestly, I don't know how I got here, how I got stuck into watching this silly show, but I'm here. So if you've never seen this show, I'm just going to briefly talk about it. Basically, it's they're putting these rooms where you can't see the person you're talking to, so they're able to see if you're able to fall in love by not seeing the person and just getting to know them for their personality. And me, I couldn't do it. I'm shallow. I need to see who I'm talking to. I'm sorry. I'm a shallow kind of person. It is what it is. But while watching the show, there's this woman named Marissa, right? She's proposed to, she's getting ready to be married, and basically the guy broke up with her about 3 days before the wedding, and she was heartbroken to the point at the reunion her mother was just so upset at this guy because like her daughter wasn't the same after getting heartbroken. And thinking about, being heartbroken, I've known so many people that been heartbroken. They was in love and then they fell out of love and they did something drastic, after that. For the most part, a lot of times it's working out. You always see, man, he just broke up with this person. Now he's on to the gym. If you see Cardi and Offset right now is in the gym right now working out. A lot of times you see women like they might be a bigger figure, they might lose weight right after a workout. So, it came to my mind like, why do people wait until these drastic things happen to them in their life to decide to work out or do something drastic to their body? And it's because working out is the healthiest way to deal with disappointment. But then my mind started thinking, what if we actually use working out before we get to that point of extreme sadness or extreme disappointment? What kind of changes in our life will we see if we do that? And basically, that's what I'm going to break down today. I'm going to break down the importance of fitness and how many areas of your life it can help you with. So I'm here just to convince you, because if you listen to this podcast, every episode I'm talking about fitness, talking about being in the gym, but I actually want to really break it down today and really give you great examples of why you should do it. Don't wait until a heartbreak or something extreme happens in your life to go after this workout. Do it now so you can actually advance in so many areas in your life today. But before we actually break that down, I want to first introduce myself. My name is Jelan Abrams, and this is the Unknown and Talented podcast. So the first thing that working out or being physical or exercising does helps with your mental health. The main thing for me is confidence. At one point in my life, I had very low confidence. I was very shy, didn't want to talk to people, but then I just decided to change that and work out because I knew working out was going to make me look different. If I'm seeing myself different, that's going to build my confidence. So like I said in the beginning of the episode, I'm very shallow. So seeing yourself differently, you feel differently as well. I believe that a lot of us are shallow. You think about Love is Blind, you might, get engaged with a person, you see them and you're like, man, this is not really what I wanted. So that's the same thing with, your own self. When you look in the mirror, if you like what you see or not. And if you don't like what you see, the main thing that I say you should do is work out. And that's just going to help you with your confidence, because you instead of you being, with your head down, shy, you're going to be able to talk with your head high because you feel good about yourself because you like the way you look. And another part of mental health that it helps out with is stress. So what working out does, or being physical, what I'm going to say, I'm just going to say exercising, because it can be, working out, it can be doing a sport. I'm just going to put everything under the term of exercising. So another way to exercise helps you with your mental health. It helps you control your stress. Exercising leads to lower cortisol levels. And pretty much what that is linked to stress. So the higher those levels are, the better chance you are to be stressed out about something. So what you do is, you exercise. That's a healthy way to relieve stress. It's a healthy way to get through a sad time and do it. The thing that I love to do is I love to run, especially when I'm stressed out. I remember when I was out in the dating world and these women were stressing me out, I made sure I was going to run like all the time. It was crazy. I did it like clockwork. I had a bad day and I was like, man, that day was bad. And then next thing you know, the next morning I was running in the morning because I'm just like, man, I'm not gonna let these people stressing me out. I'm gonna do something for myself because not only was working out or running outside helping me, just free my mind. It was, getting that airflow, that blood circulating to your brain. So now you're thinking about other things and anymore. You're not thinking about that one thing that's stressing you out or making you sad because your brain is pumping and thinking about other things. So I would definitely say that's definitely a really healthy way to deal with your mental health. I also love journaling, but definitely working out helps you deal with those stresses of life because we're going to get stressed. Life is full of stressors. You can't avoid it, but you can kind of avoid how you react to it. So if you have those lower cortisol levels because you're actually working out, exercising, doing things actively, you have a less chance of reacting to those stress, those sadnesses that are going to come in your life. So I don't know if you ever heard of a runner's high. So a runner's high is after somebody runs, they feel good. Like I just recently did a 5K. After that 5K, you couldn't tell me nothing. I wasn't thinking about anything. I was thinking about how great I felt after that. My two coworkers ran with me. They felt so good after that 5K. It's that runner's high. You don't want to be chasing the highs of, drugs or the highs of the liquor. You don't want to chase that. You want to chase a runner's high, something that's healthy for you because you're not going to be damaging your body by running. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you stretch as well, but you're not damaging your body by running. You're on that high and you feel good because you did something not only to help with the stresses of your life, but you also did something that's going to improve your health as well. So the next thing that exercising helps you with, it helps you with your routine and it helps you with your time management. So being an adult and having such a busy schedule, to try to fit exercising in is kind of hard because, you're working, you're doing this after work, you're doing this before work, you have so much stuff going on, or you think you have so much stuff going on. It kind of makes it hard to fit something extra. So by exercising, now you're forcing yourself to put something else in your schedule. So now you're going to be a little more aware of where you're wasting your time. If you're wasting your time on the phone, chit chatting to one of your people, you're, scrolling, you're watching Netflix, you're watching Love is Blind, you're watching all those things. You can find more pockets of time that you can actually use to be productive and go to the gym instead of using it on stuff that you actually don't need. So working out definitely helps you manage your time better because now you're just able to view pockets of time that you can say, hey man, I can use this time to work out to be productive instead of actually just wasting that time away. Because so many people make excuses around work. Like what I decided to do, I decided not to make an excuse around work. So basically when I started my fitness journey, I decided to wake up at 4 o'clock and that wasn't easy, but I didn't just decide to wake up at 4 o'clock just because. When I started my fitness journey, I was very insecure and I was kind of scared for people to see me. So I said, you know what? I know the gym is not going to be packed when it opens up. The gym opened up at 5 o'clock at this time. And I said, I could go in there and work out, nobody looking at me and leave. I prioritize my time to make sure I'm going to the gym. So that means I had to go to bed early, went to bed at 9 o'clock to wake up at 4 to get ready to go to the gym and be there at 5. So it helped me actually balance my time better. And I was able to start a habit of waking up early. Now I even use that habit now. Even the days I don't go to the gym, I wake up early to be able to be productive on editing this podcast or making reels for this podcast or, creating other kind of content and things like that. But I just have the habit now of waking up early because I made a decision that I wanted to work out. So it's okay to, not be super confident in the beginning of working out, not wanting to work out in front of people. I understand. I've been there. I've been there. Now, pretty much what I realized is that nobody cared. Even if I went to the gym at prime time, 5 o'clock, 5:30, everybody's so focused on getting their self right. They're not looking at you to say, man, they're not doing that workout right. Me, every single piece of equipment in the gym, I'm pretty sure I use wrong. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, it's all about the growing pains and nobody cares. Everybody knows that people are on different parts of their journey when it comes to that fitness journey because everybody was there on that first day that decided to start their fitness journey and realized they didn't know what they was doing. So nobody's going to be judging you for doing that because everybody's in that spot to get better. So you're being scared to go there doesn't make sense because everybody's going to be like, yo, we want you here. We want you to get better. I know how confident I am. I know good and well, if you need assistance, I would definitely walk up to somebody and say, hey, man, you might want to do it like this or do that. Or, if you have eye contact or somebody asks you, do it. I remember I was doing the leg press machine the first time. I was so weak, I couldn't even push it up with no weights on it. I didn't even realize it was me being weak. I asked somebody, man, how do you use this machine? And he was like, yo, just sit down and, push it up. And I'm like, oh, I'm just weak. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize that I was doing it right and I was just weak. So definitely don't be afraid to, to start that journey to get in the gym, to make a fool out of yourself because you're going to look down the line and you're going to realize you didn't change your life by actually starting. So once you actually start going into the gym more often and you start, seeing results, that's going to actually help you build that mental toughness. Because anytime you're working out, you have to break down the muscle before you can build that back up. So you're going to have to get used to working out and being in pain because you got to realize it's a growing process. That growing process is pain. And that also correlates into your life as well. Anytime you're trying to pursue something great, you might have to have pain before you're actually able to get that. You're going to have disappointment. I'm building up this YouTube channel and I post a video that I put so much work into it and I don't get the views that I want. That's pain. You apply for a new position at work, you go through the interview, you dress up, you do everything you're supposed to do right, and you don't get that job. That's pain. But working out helps you build that mental toughness because it's not going to be easy to actually get there. It's always going to be harder than you think to get where you've never been. You might have a dream in your mind and you have the life that you want visualizing in your mind, but you don't realize what steps you have to do to get there. There's no GPS. There's no, man, it's going to take 45 minutes to get down this road, make a left, make a right. You don't have GPS. You're just going. You just have to rely on faith that you're going to be able to get there. But along that journey, there are going to be so many stumbles and things you have to deal with before you get there. You might be going and you realize that the speed limit is 30 miles per hour. It's going to take a lot slower to get where you want to get. It might be traffic. You know what I mean? It's going to be periods of your life where you just have to pause. Instead of actually just going, you're going to have to pause. You're going to have to sit back, sit in that traffic and be like, all right, I'm going to still get there. I'm going to still have faith. I'm not going to get stressed out and have road rage because of the traffic. I'm going to sit here because this is my time to stop. You might be going on this journey. You've been driving down this road for 20 minutes and now you realize you've been going the wrong way. It's so many things that's going to happen on this journey, but you just got to have faith that what you want to happen will actually happen. And you got to keep going. Because I think a lot of things that we do is that we be so close to where we want to be and we just quit because it's a new location. You're unfamiliar with where you're at. You don't realize that you're right there. So that's why you just got to keep going because we don't know what it's going to look like. That's why you got to have that mental toughness of thinking that, I'm going to just keep going because that's what a fitness journey is. A fitness journey is you're just working out, you're eating healthy, you're trying as much stuff as you can. You don't know exactly when your body's going to look like how you want it to look, but you got to keep showing up. And that's what you have to do in your life as well. You got to keep showing up because you never know when that opportunity is going to be there. But if you're not continuously putting in that work in, continuously showing up, when that opportunity comes, you're not going to be ready for it because you quit too early. So don't quit too early. Have that mental toughness and going into the gym constantly day in and day out is going to help you build that because you're going to realize it's going to take a lot longer. It's going to be a lot harder to get where you want to be than you think. And the next thing that this fitness lifestyle is going to help you obtain is to get a social life. Believe it or not, so many people are on fitness journeys and they're trying to build a community with like-minded people. In your city, check out a run club if you enjoy running, and you can meet so many people there. I went to a run club, and the first day I went, I met one of my old high school classmates that I didn't even realize lived in my area. And if you're not into running, they have so many different sports, recreation teams that you can join. When I first moved down to Charlotte, I joined a kickball team. At that point in my life, I was outside, so every time we had a kickball game, I was on a date and I couldn't actually go. So I went to the last game of the season and I realized that my team stinks. And I was like, man, if I realized they stunk this bad, I probably wouldn't have came. The name of the team was Bad News Bears. I'm like, yo, that was and it was bad news, man. When I went out there, it was like, oh man, he's so good. I'm like, yo, I haven't been in this lead the whole time. So could you only imagine how bad it was if I wasn't there. And I'm super athletic. So that was it. That's good for me. But you never know. You might have better luck than I have. And hopefully you're not outside. It's not safe to be outside. I'll tell you that much right now. Or you could just build that community the old fashioned way. Just go to the gym. If you've ever realized that when you go to the gym, the music is always terrible, I did a little more digging of why it is. Like, is that something strategic? And I realized it is. Because I was like, there's no way that every single gym I go to, the music is trash. It's actually a strategic thing. The reason why they do that is because they want people to actually talk while they're in there. So if the music is bumping and, is everybody's dancing and not really paying attention to nothing, they're not going to be able to communicate. So that music is being kind of something that's just mellow, stuff that people don't really like. Now you have an opportunity to build that community because that's how that gym sustains itself. When it has people in the gym that love to talk and say, hey man, I'll see you next week. Now that builds a community that makes more people want to come to your gym because they're used to talking to people. So they're going to play terrible music. So if you want to build that community, the old fashioned way, just go to the gym. I was able to meet one of my close friends now. His name's Swank. He's actually on the podcast. Check that episode out. But I met him on, Instagram. I was just posting fitness content. He was posting fitness content. And we realized that we both lived in Charlotte and we just got cool just because of that. I just recently went to his baby shower. You know what I mean? So it's just like you can build that community by, just starting that, fitness thing. It's going to have like-minded people. So whenever you're in that self-improvement, mindset, fitness is going to help you out. So I definitely shared so many different benefits of fitness and of exercise first, but I just want to also help y'all start that journey because you're listening to this episode because this is something that you probably struggle with or you probably thought about doing, but it's really not too hard to do it. But I think it's just more of this a mental thing of, thinking about, like I said, that pain of doing it. So basically what you want to do is just start off small. I would just say you could start off with like a 20-minute workout that you find on YouTube. They're going to have, I have videos on here. That's when I first started this YouTube page. It was all fitness stuff. So I have videos, actually check my stuff out. But I have, short little videos. It could be a 10-minute video, 5-minute ab workout, things that you can do. And you want to actually kind of be more consistent than not. So if you only have 20 minutes, find, a video on YouTube. Don't have to be my video. I was just joking, but find a video on YouTube that, is pretty much low impact that you can do for 20 minutes, and find that time to stick it in your busy schedule to do it. But it's going to help. It's going to teach you so many things in your life. Because it definitely taught me. It taught me so much, about discipline, about helping me, dealing with mental health. It helps me with so much. And I also want y'all to be able to do that as well. So definitely find a video. Look at YouTube to see, different workouts. You don't have to spend any money to get a gym membership. And a lot of times, these gym memberships are going to be free. So definitely look out for that. The start of the new year, they're going to have a lot of plans and stuff to give you free memberships for like a week or something like that. But there's so many different things out there. And like I said, you don't always have to go to the gym. You can find like a team. They're going to have some rec basketball. Like I said, they got kickball, they got bowling teams. You kind of find anything that is going to be good for you, but find stuff that's going to help you stay active. And yeah, you're gonna be all right. But just take it slow. Don't go super crazy in it, and just see how your life changes. Don't wait until that bad breakup, and now you're like, man, I want to work out. I want to lose all this weight because of this person. Don't put everything on that person. It's about you at the end of the day. If you're gonna do it to make this person feel bad, you got to be able to do it for yourself as well. Because you're gonna have so many stresses, so many disappointments, so many forms of rejection that cross your way. But you just gotta have to keep showing up. You got to keep showing up for yourself. When I think about rejection, I think about going into the mall and those people, those guys trying to clean your shoes. Like, they don't care. They're not gonna take no for an answer. They're gonna keep saying no. They know what they gotta ask 50 people before one person says yes, and they're gonna get those rejections out the way. But the only way they're doing that is, having that mental toughness. And the way you build that mental toughness is by, getting in the gym, getting motivated to work out. So hopefully y'all enjoyed that episode, and get in the gym, do something, put in the comments exactly what you're going to do to be able to help you improve your life. All right, so my name is Jelan Abrams. This is Unknown and Talented. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all share with a friend, and make sure y'all get in the gym. Get in the gym, change your life, change your mental, change your routine, do so many things to improve yourself. All right, well, that's all my time for today. Jelan Abrams, and we out of here.